Hello, everybody. How's everybody going tonight? All good? All good? All right. Hello, Sleeppoke, Evo, and Zombie. All right. So this is the first stream after the Nathan effect that we had last time. I still didn't recover. So tonight we're gonna be building a 60% board. I'll show you that. This is the, oh, and I forgot to activate my paddle, so let me do that real quick. Hey Luke, how are you? Just still selling your old camera? Which one? Oh, because I have it here? That's is that a joke? Because I don't remember. Oh yes, next time I go to US, which is probably in December, I will probably try. Oh no, I didn't buy it yet. Observe the influx of viewer. You offer some top quality streaming content right here. Thank you so much, Super Normal Like. I really appreciate it. Really appreciate it. Okay, so let me zoom in a little bit more. For you, those of you who don't know, this is kind of a private GB, but there were units available after the finish of the GB. This is the Aquaria, and I really like the profile of this case. And the blue is really nice. By the way, guys, we still need to decide which keyset to use here. So I created this keyset command that where you guys can vote. True, Super Normal Like. It really reminds me of Superman as well. I didn't think of that before. That's a great theme for this board. And it has one of those old school brass weights. It's really heavy because of that. And of course, we're going to be using some linears. And I am thinking of, this is what I lubed. I lubed some inks, some regular inks this time. And I think we're going to use the DZ60 PCB. I got the new batch of a DZ60. And to be honest, if you have somewhat of a fixed plate like I have here, I don't mind the Swiss cheese too much. So I think we're going to be good with the DZ60. I just need to make sure that I flash the right layout here. Necro is taken, man. Necro is on the last build, the IDB. And this camera is a little bit off. So let me just, yeah, there we go. All right, so let me see if I can flash this board before anything else. This way we get that out of the way. I'm gonna use this. It's not the same kind of blue, but it's blue nonetheless. This is a cable I bought from Zap Cables back when it was not impossible to buy something from them. Oh, and by the way, this week I should be receiving finally my essay Leviathan and also the 2048 PPT 2048. So we're going to be taking a close look at both key sets. I think it's going to be here, what day is today? Tuesday. I think Thursday is going to be here. And another thing that I wanted to say is that I am starting to delve a little deeper on the Artisans stuff. Hey, how are you, Panda? And Enemies Friends is also here. Sorry I missed you. And so I was saying that I'm, going deeper on the Artisans rabbit hole than I was. And I realized that I have a very rare keycap. Right? Oh, Hex, I saw you there. So this is the cap that I just realized is really rare. And I'll tell you guys how I got it. It's the name of this cap, if I remember correctly, is Scavenge Hunt GA or something like that. And let me tell you how I got this cap. So I always followed Art Key Universe on Instagram and Scavenger Hunt, right? Yeah, so and they posted this Scavenge Hunt where you need to look at an image and get a hint to find a second image, to get a hint to find a third image that had like a cryptic code that you needed to realize what it was. In the end, I was able to go through all those phases, and on the last phase, they had like a string, right? A random string. And I went back and forth and I tried to figure out what that was. And then I thought about putting it as the suffix on a Discord invite, and boom, that's what it was. And the prize was this cap. Back then I didn't know anything about artisans, not that I know a lot today. So, and then I scored this cap and I showed it on one of the Discords that have the artisan channel. And a lot of people started pinging me. Oh, can I trade this cap with you? Oh, this is on my wish list. I will trade you for 2 caps. I'll pay you 200, 300. And so it's crazy. I just learned that it learns a lot. It's worth a lot. So what I'll try to do with this cap is like have a list of the caps and scopes that I'm interested on and maybe try to trade it. Yeah, they should have encoded with base64. Which also would be somewhat easy to figure out. Flip it. Man, I flipped my... The only thing I ever flipped was a Shishi, terminal Shishi, and I sold it for, I think, $250, and I bought it for like 70. But now I missed the thing. So, I think I'm into artisans now. Unfortunately. Anyways, here I am talking a ton and I didn't start to flash this PCB. So let's do that. Let me see if I can. There we go. So let's go into QMK. Oh, hex, I will show you, but I can tell you right now the things that I'm really interested on. I really like the Queen for the last Art Key Universe. That last scoop that they have, because I have the King and I have the Joker, not the Joker, the Knight. So I'm really, yeah, never sell anything. That's it. So I like that. I like Kipporas. I'm really looking for some Kippora that I like with more than one color. I don't know. I saw the other day this HFO Kippora that I really liked, but the guy sold it before I could even talk to him. So those two are the mains right now that I like, but I am open to ideas as well. He thought, I'm not spending enough money on keyboards and stuff. I should get into artisans. Exactly. All right. It's not QMK you choose. It is QMK framework. What? Oh, it's inside code. So I should be able to just make this. Should be make KBD fans, DZ60, Mr. Keebs. Let me remember. I know it's Mr. Keebs, so DZ60, Mr. Keebs. HHKB WinOpt, and this is the layout that I allow to. I have a layer that transitions from Mac to Windows, so let's go with that. HHKB WinOpt. Just make sure that this is correct. So yeah, we have the left control. Yeah, that's the one. Wait, didn't I do this last time and installed all the dependencies? What a pain in the ass. Why is it not working? Let's see. Make KBD fans. DZ60, Mr. Gibbs, opt. Yeah, I just had the, yeah, you see? Now I think it's going. No. And I ran this thing last time. Hold on, let me run. Let's see the boy that Panda has. Oh, I have no idea. What is this? I like it. I like the colors. It's very Nautilus friendly. And I think... Isn't there a... Hold on. Q&K Windows dependencies. Hey, Stash TTV, thank you so much for the follow, man. Appreciate it. Linux, macOS, Windows with... There we go. So let's see. Yeah, and that's exactly what I did. So let me try to do that again. The U2 seems to be already downloaded. So that's what I don't... Oh, Pac-Man? What the hell? I'll try this one last time, and if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Which USB drivers you want to install? Connected. And now it's installing again. I don't get it. Oh, that's the Deku mask, or an homage to it. Okay. It's the name under the peak. Pavari Monsuda. It's some kind of monster from Legend of Zelda. And yesterday I managed to buy my first Keypora. It's a red one. I don't remember the name, the colorway name, but I managed to get my first Keypora because I am noticing that it's becoming impossible to win a raffle there. So I got one from Mac Market. And I really need to change this. Tell me about it. Yeah, have you been on a lot of them lately? I do, enemy's friend. I do. Do you want to see it? I could bring it out. It just takes a few minutes to get the guy here. Okay, let me see. Yeah, RN Jesus is really not helping lately. But I heard that, for instance, last time 800 people joined. So it's getting harder and harder. And that number, I think, is increasing by 100 people every raffle. Not sure if that's true. I heard about it. So let me see. Let's go into key now. Code QMK. Make KBD fans DZ60 Mr. Gibbs HHKB win opt. Yeah, I don't know why it's saying I don't have the dependencies. Maybe it's because I don't have Python. Oh, what is this? This is from... Oh, this is a deco mask from Zelda? I see. So it's saying that I only have the Greenwald, but I do have the DZ60 connected. That's very weird. You think that can be the problem? Yeah, let's see. Maybe I am doing that wrong. And that would be very Mr. Keepsy. So maybe that is the problem, that I'm not typing it correctly. Let's see. Keyboards, DZ, KBD fans, DZ60. Oh, you see? DZ60 is not under KBD fans. So that's what it probably is. Let's see. Make DZ60, Mr. Keebs, HHKB, Winopt. Oh, this find, it always appears there. But you see, now it's making it. Thank you, enemy's friend, for doubting me, because the problem is not this find. This always happens. But at least we're we're having some progress now. Thank you. Don't think the guy makes artisans anymore. That's interesting. So it should be pricey, no? Oh my god, Zombie, we said the exact same thing. How did you get that one, Panda? Did you enter a raffle for that guy? It was cheap? Yeah, but maybe because it's rare now. I don't know. I'm speculating. So, hold on. Let's see. Let's open the proper hex file. Now let's do auto flash. And now we need to, I think there is a reset pin. Oh, this one still has, so let me put you guys here. Let me capture the screen so we can press the reset button here. And hopefully it will flash. Yep, I think it did, even though we get the error message. It's, yeah, it did flash. Okie dokie, so we are golden. We can start. Let me take it out for now. So, all right, let's start disassembling this baby. So, one thing I don't know where I put is my foam. So let me borrow a foam from somewhere else, someplace else. Oh crap, hold on. Oh, he still makes artisans? And what was the price when you last checked it, Panda? Let's see if we can get a better view here. Oh, 60 or 70. Okay, so some middle level. Is that camera image mirrored? No, the camera is coming from here. So maybe I think my face camera is mirrored. Yes. I usually do that because then I know which, if I need to point something, I know where to point. I am not a smart person, so I need to have those shortcuts. And I have all those screws here from that 980 SX board that we took a look before being rated by Nathan. Yeah. It is. I never realized that it could be annoying. So yeah, the numpad is on the wrong side. I can fix that. Do you guys think that that's annoying for the audience? I can fix it right now if you guys think that it is. All right, enemies friend, thank you so much for joining, and you have a good night. And I was so lucky last stream that Nathan rated me, and now I was lucky because he's streaming right now. You can't compete with the man. Okay, so bottom out. Oh wow, this is even smaller than what I have here. Let me see if I have anything smaller. I think I do. Yeah, he's taking a look at the Rocketeer, right? From Mestrop. I'm having a hard time figuring out which bit to use here. It looks like none of those fit the screw. Nope, this doesn't work. This is too small, which is also very interesting. This is also too small. This is too big. Stream is over because I can't open the case. I can't remove the plate. It's very odd. Never had this. Okay, I think I found it. Pretty sure I did. Hello, Hall 681. Opinion on GMKB. I really like it. Oh, he's unboxing, yeah. So I really like unboxings. So I would be all over that. So let's see GMKB. Hey, Tokyo, thank you so much, man. Oh, it's the TX bag. Okay, I got it. So hold on. Hey, Hall 681. Thank you so much for the follow, man. Appreciate it. Man, it's really hard to Google GMKB, right? Let's put Geek Hack. All right, let's go to Geek Hack. Wherever. So let's see, Geek Hack. Interest checks. Oh, let me open a couple of things that I'm interested on so you guys can chip in. But I entered for a second elephant. Am I stupid or what? Okay, so this is GMKB. And I noticed that this is the image that I saw on their Discord. So apparently this is what it's gonna be, right? And so I would get it. I would probably get it. I like memes, and I like it. What do you guys think? So you're getting 2 sets minimum. I might follow the lead there. Another one that another thing that I'm really interested on is this guy, the Avenue. If it was ortholinear, I would not get it. Maybe I would, but would not use it. But the guy made a staggered version, and the prototype looks amazing as well. Let me see if he posted the prototype pictures. Yeah, here it is. So this is the prototype. And I really like how this looks. So Hall 6081 is going heads first on the Mimi train, right? You're gonna do B and hander bait. Yeah, I'm definitely getting B, not hander bait. Look at this. So here it is. So this is the ortholinear version. You're gonna open a hole on your floor. I know. So I love this. I really like this, and I'm definitely joining this, the Avenue. Bender bait. All right, let me go back to opening this guy. Let me see what a few. Yeah, the first screw was really stiff, but I think it's just the first. We can use and spare my arms and use the electrical one. And I'm really glad I found the correct bit for this. Did you get on that lean? No, the montage, I think. I did not. If that's the one you're asking. Did you enter? Or did you join that one? Yeah, no, I think I am really done with TKLs. Like seriously, until something really different appears, something very unique. Like I remember Gray Studio was doing one that was really different. I will probably stop buying TKLs. And I will probably keep my word too. I know I don't keep my word very often, but I have enough TKLs. I don't use them that often. I only use them, sometimes I put them on my rotation. But right now I am really into this type, this size, 60%, and wing keyless 60% right now. And I heard today that, not that I heard, I actually provided my address. I'm very new to the scene, but TKL all look so similar. They are. And TKLs are appealing for, some reasons. One of them being how good they sound and feel, depending on the material you go for. It's easier to get them to sound nicer than it is to get a 60% board. That's my feeling. All right, so we have the plate. Let's Okay, hold on, this is wrong. There we go. And for the first time in a long while, we don't have a plastic plate, so we can actually put on some switches. So Tokyo, you were saying that you're new to the hobby and you wanted to learn. So a couple of things that I learned from Anthony on how to start soldering, like the first switches. Usually what you want to do is use solder them outside in and start with the switches that are fixed. Like for instance, not start with those because they are not fixed, but start with the ones that are, you know, 1U. So I'll probably start with this, maybe go to the second column here, or the second last column. And I think that's a great advice. Yes, the corners 1U. I don't know if you follow Anthony, but he's another great guy to follow and learn a lot. Let me put on his channel here. If someone can, hold on, let me see. And is he doing like a private GB and didn't invite me? I will kill him on the links. Is it Anthony or is it 001? I think it's 001. There you go. So this is the guy where, you know, that taught me to do things in a certain way. So it's a great resource to follow as well here on Twitch. Absolutely. This guy is really good. No frills, straight to the point kind of guy. I'm getting my ass kicked here by those first switches. So the next important thing, he's hosting me. Okay, that's cool. So the other thing I would advise you to always pay attention to as well when soldering is making sure. Let me actually see if I can show you that here. So switches in general, they have this. Yeah, and don't do what I'm about to do, which is start soldering without stabs. So switches, they have those little nubs. Can you see right here, this little protuberance? I don't even know if that's a word in English. Let me move a little closer. Yeah, PCB stabs. I completely forgot to put them on. So those two, you know, see this small ball here? Make sure that they touch the PCB. So push them hard until they touch the PCB before soldering. Yeah, Panda help reminded me. I actually never did that mistake, but I think I never did it because Panda was here 2 or 3 times that I already made that mistake. So all right, let's move on to stabs. Before I even start, we need to go on a quest for a 7U that is not bent or warped. This one is, let me show you from the side, that may be easier to see. So if you take a look at those stabs, this one, the wire is not bent by a lot. I think it's very minimal. You would think, yes. Do you think I should go with the, but I want to do splits. Maybe we should do like standard 60 with the right shift. I mean, this wire here is not bad, those two. Yeah, those two here are cool, are nice. You see, it's a little bit. Let's see this one here. Yeah, this is even less. Just a tiny little bit. Yeah, I think if we go with this one, it shouldn't be a problem. Hey, Rudro. Thank you so much for the follow, man. Appreciate it. Let me know if you're around or if you have any questions. Okay, just double checking that this is 7U and not 625, which I think it isn't. Then this is a 625. Hey, Rudro, thank you so much for the cheer. Really appreciate it. Man, I feel the same. I see someone streaming keyboards, I subscribe. I always try to give back as well. All right, let me grab some different housings because I don't want to do the retooled housings because they are proven to be really bad. Hold on. You when? Yes, we're building this Aquaria kit. It was a private GB. It's basically this very different kind of blue with this weight, and it's a 60%. And I'm gonna be using this housing for the spacebar because the retooled housings that we have right now they are not very good. And we can use the housings for the 2Us without a problem. Exactly, it was a private GB, but it wasn't because in the end he couldn't, fulfill all the spots. Then he sold a couple of more on Mac Market. I got 2 more than I needed. Hold on. It wasn't to begin with. Let's see what HRH with just linked. Come on, switch. There we go. So this is an 11U, right? This is one of those wise spacebars. Do you generally prefer non-hot swaps boards? Yes, I do. I am not a fan of hot swap boards, but with the exception of one PCB that I really like. I did I don't know if you follow me on the YouTube, but I have a review of a PCB called Instant 60, and that's a hot swap PCB that doesn't suck as much as the others that are north facing and whatnot. Oh, 10U, I see. So yes, I generally prefer non-hot swap. One thing that I always say is that to me, when you have a keyboard that is hot swappable, it seems to me like that keyboard is never ready. And then you go to change keycaps and the switches come off. So in general, I prefer, for the keyboards that I want to consider a done project, I much prefer not having a hot swap PCB on it. So yeah, I would say that I do prefer non-hot swap boards. What about you? Do you like hot swap? I mean, everybody should have at least one hot swap. Hot swaps are excellent for deciding if you like a switch or not. Also to breaking a switch if you're breaking in a switch, not breaking a switch. If you're trying to decide whether, you know, a switch is gonna sound and feel better in the future and whatnot. Okay, so you're good. Yeah, you don't need more than one hot swap. Which one is the hot swap you have? If you don't mind me asking. Oh, the drop alt. Okay, I see. I don't remember. Is that keyboard north facing? Oh, let me explain. So let me just put this on and I will explain what north facing and south facing is. So can you see how the switches here are, the switch holes? If you mount it here, you're gonna see that the front of the switch, or the place where the LEDs go, they are facing south. And this is what we call south facing. However, most of the hot swap PCBs, they are north facing, meaning that you need to put the switch this way, right? And the problem with that is that the feeling and the sound sometimes are worse if you have something north facing. On top of that, some caps, because let me try to explain it here. Let me grab a key. I think is my hand is kind of messed up with the lube. So let me show you what I mean. Grab one key here. It doesn't happen too much with the regular keys. It's more if you have one of those keys that is deep dish, but you can see that when you insert, so let me move on to this camera again. So when you have the switch south facing, you can see that it follows the same profile as the keycap, right? However, if you go north facing, the first thing that you'll notice is if you have an LED here, it will bump on the top of the keycap. And if the keycap is one of those deep dishes one, it will also probably hit. So the plastic will hit the top of the switch before the switch stem hitting the bottom of the housing. So that's why I always think that south facing is much better if you have the option. Let's see, Ozor, my first build recently. Hot swap, next not a hot swap. I'm good with one, as you mentioned. Exactly. And I think it's great to start with, but I don't know, maybe not everybody thinks that way, but learning to solder to me was really great. I really like soldering. Yes, DZ65 RGB. I have the DZ60 RGB. Okay, so let's go ahead and test this switch. I actually prepared a different switch for the spacebar with a heavier spring. And I put a ink red top on it. So let's test it. Let me grab a keyset that I have here. Oh, potentially we could even do GMK laser on this build. I don't know if it would look weird. So let's see. So let me take this out just to and lower the music so I can hear this. Yeah, and this is perfect. So when you're doing your stabs, make sure one, you test them if they don't sound rattly or anything like that. And make sure that when you press the spacebar, the wire remains parallel to the plate. You don't see it moving like you're not seeing it here. So those are the important things to remember about the stab. can have Incred topping, please. All right. So now we move on to the 2 to use. And for those, I think I can still use the retooled housings. I think they are fine for that purpose. Let me see. Not a cocktail on the cocktail cherry. I like that as well. Look like my hot swap is north and solder board. Yeah, most of the solder boards are south. I don't remember from the top of my head of anyone being north. Oh yes, there are a few, but I don't remember any right now. And the reason why the hot swap is usually north facing is because it's really hard to put the sockets on the top near the USB connector, so they end up doing everything north facing. Hey, I had a cupcake with some Halloween theme today, so I had cupcakes in mind. Man, and I remember that last time I went to US, it was around this time, it was Halloween, and everything was pumpkin spice, right? And now the trend is coming here to Brazil as well. Even though culturally, we didn't used to have Halloween or anything like that, everywhere you go, everything's are pumpkin spice. So that trend just made it to Brazil. Yeah, I think it's a modern thing. Everywhere you go, like school, English schools and whatnot, they all do Halloween. Now my building has a Halloween that you have to give out candy and whatnot. Yeah, globalization, exactly. Okay, here we go. Let's lube those stubs. Halloweenization, yes. That's the proper name. What part of US? Man, I've been around in US. The thing is, I have a business partner in US. My company actually only has US customers. So let me tell you the places that I've been to. So on the East Coast, I've been to basically the whole Florida. I've been to Tampa, Miami, Orlando, Key West. So everywhere across Florida. Then I drove a couple of times to Atlanta as well. So I know the whereabouts of Atlanta. Also New York, Boston. I think that's it on the West Coast. On the East Coast, sorry, that was in the East Coast. On the West Coast, I know most of California from the north to the south, San Diego, and I drove a couple of times up all the way to LA, from San Francisco to LA. I took the CA1, which is a beautiful route. And then I know Michigan. I know a couple of places in Michigan. I know Detroit. I know Ann Arbor, where one of my clients are. Also been to Washington, not Washington, D.C., to the state of Washington, to, what's the main city? The rain city? Forgot the name. Oh, Seattle. I've been to Seattle. And then, yeah, Chicago in Illinois. I think that's it. I'm trying to think if I've been anywhere else. I don't think so. I think that's mostly it. Rain shit ton. Yes. The Seattle was actually the first place that I visited in the US. Hey, Toto Jang, thank you so much for the follow, man. Or woman. Appreciate it. I never remember if it's the outside. I think it is, but I'm not sure. Maybe I need to check. Hold on. Let's see here. What is the... Oh, so it's north facing the stab here. So I was wrong. Yeah, I don't like this. I need to remember the reasons not to use DZ60. Oh, you mean different stabs as in using the regular... Okay. Sorry, you will be triggered on this build. I don't want to spoil my other housings. I'm saving that for Spacebars until I receive the massive load of Durock stabs that I ordered. I ordered maybe 40 wires, maybe more, and all the color. Let me tell you a funny story. I ordered 4 kits of those housings of each color, right? And I thought it would be like 4 pairs of each, but no, it's 4 bags of 10 each. So you can see the amount of stuff that I will be receiving. And I shipped that last week, so hopefully it will be here soon-ish. But I don't think I will ever need to buy stabs again. Hopefully they are really good. What's the name of your favorite 60 PCB? Right now, the hot swap that I love is the Instant 60. And if you go to MrKeeps.com, yeah, Z60 is really good, but super expensive. So if you go to MrKeeps.com, you will see that one of my most recent videos is the review of the Instant 60 PCB, and that's the one that I recommend as a hot swap. But non-hot swap, I think that the best PCB out there is called NC, that is being sold. I can show you that one. Hold on. My double click is not working. Hold on. I need to double click with my feet to come here. So let me show you. It's on Canon Keys. Shop PCBs. So both of them actually are from Canon Keys. This is the Instant 60. Really good hot swap PCB, the best one in my opinion. And this is the NC60 PCB. And if you want to do like the bottom row that I'm doing, which is called the 7U bottom row, you can buy a B stock for $35, which is a steal because this PCB is really nice. And if you want to see my review of the Instant 60, if you go to MrKeeps.com, it will redirect to my YouTube. And if you go here to videos, you will see, man, I publish a lot of stuff. I thought it was like the last, here it is. Let me copy let me share this, hold on. There it is. So that's the review of the Instant 60 PCB if you want to take a look. No worries, no worries. And I should have posted the links as well, right, to the PCB itself. Mr. 60, hey Visionaire, how are you? Mr. 60. Oh, Kita 60, yes, I like the Kita 60. I almost got one. Really nice board. Man, imagine the amount of work that Shokan needs to put one video up, right? Versus mine, which is 90% VODs. I have maybe 4 or 5 reviews and a couple of how-tos that are not VODs. Bunch of bums. So I don't know if you know this, but Nathan is streaming right now, so that's why I don't have a million views. I hope that's what I keep telling myself, so I will remain calm. All right, let's see if those two stabs are working as they should. So yeah, you can't compete with Mr. Kim. Mr. Kim. Oh, I just left there. Okay. So yeah, this sounds excellent. So we're good here. Let's move on to this one here on the left. No, this one sounds like trash. So we may have an issue here. Hold on. Yeah, this left side has an issue. I don't know what it is, but it's terrible. So I think... Wow, why is it so bad? Oh, the screw is not all the way in. How weird is that? Let's see if it gets better now. No. Let me put it near the mic so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Listen to this. It's super scratchy. I think I will have to replace this one with the... This is super disappointing, to be honest, that the housings for Cherry are getting so bad. That really sucks, guys. So I'll get 2 more of the good housings. And we're going to replace this one with that. Nathan got the cat cheat activated. What is the cat cheat? Enlighten me. I don't know about that. His sister got a cat and it's in his background. Oh, yeah. He puts it in the camera and he needs more viewers. Even got a tower. Oh, man. Yeah, that's cheating. That's a low blow. No, but good for him. He deserves it. He's a very nice guy. And it's a good thing that we don't see the stabs every day, because otherwise I would be triggered with 1 black and 1 transparent to use. That is a blatant cheat. I just need to add a little more lube here. Just a tiny little bit. Naked mole rats are the future. Let's make one of the stabs transparent and 1 black on that pair. Oh my god, no. That's too much, even for me. Like, no, please, no. Oh, that's great. This thing is leaning that way. Thank you, DZ60. I love you too. Well, naked cats are the thing, so why not mole rats? Are you talking about that furry stuff? Let's see how it sounds now. No, I'm talking about cat. Oh, yeah, true. Man, those cats are ugly. Jesus Christ, the difference is... Those tabs are so good. Let me see how the enter sounds right now. Just a little comparison. Yeah, this enter sounds amazing. All right. So we are good to go. We are ready to start actually building. This is the Gateron. Or is it EPBT? This is EPBT, which I think is the same as Gateron, unless I'm mistaken. Oof, I had a switch I was playing with here. Nope. Gateron stabs are Zeo stabs, but those are... Oh, really? So, yeah. Whatever Panda said. So, EPBT is not the same as Gaterons, and those are EPBT that I bought on Taobao. Yes, Zeo stabs are Gateron. And isn't it funny when you buy something and you forget? Like I bought, do you know that Zeo's Aqua? Hey, look at that, Mountain Blocks with 5 months tier 1 subscription. Thank you so much, Mountain Blocks. How are you? Don't know if you know this, but I was rated by Nathan on my last stream, and I mentioned your store, so hopefully you get a couple of sales out of that. Hoping you do. And the City at Night is here as well. How are you, man? You're just in time. It's funny that Zeo can call EPBT steps fake, but Cherry can call Zeo steps fake. Yes. I am good. How are you? So yeah, I am excellent. How is it going? Going great, really. No complaints. After, you know, my last stream, I was out of my body for a few minutes. All right, I think we are ready to start soldering, so let's get to it. Your bit holder looks like a weed pipe. Okay, I'm gonna pretend that I know how to do that. Is that how you do, like, or something like that? No, right? Fun fact, I never used a weed pipe. But I agree, it does look like one. Oh, I would say if I ever tried that, I haven't. No, I have tried it, but I never tried the weed pipe thing. I'll leave that one in the air. To be completely honest, I am not a big fan of that stuff in general. Because you haven't tried it with keyboards. maybe that's the holy grail and I don't know it. That's possible. That's very possible. And he says can't work without that stuff. Without keyboards? Well, I wouldn't be able to do marketing without keyboards as well. There you go. That's the part where I stop being so interactive with chat, so I apologize ahead of time. Yeah, those green keyboards. They smoke would take RGB to the next level. Oh yeah. We'll fill the gaps with puns. That's I would love that. If you want RGB on the next level, you need vape or vape. It's like a smoke machine with RGB, right? Those come with RGB. Or is vape like a brand? I'm gonna build a cube with a built-in smoke machine. Oh, you meant vape. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, imagine. And you need to make it the same weight as, let's say, the elephant. So you smoke and exercise at the same time. So you need to bring it to your mouth, and then you lose some weight and profit. Right? So let's solder this spacebar before I forget that I have a special switch for the spacebar. Someone should make an nargile mechanical keyboard where the rotary encoder. You guys. All right, so I think everything that we have in so far is really good. So I'm gonna solder the second pin for those. Genius idea. We should make a vape that is built in a keyboard. Yeah, but don't make it hang out with a hose or something. Do what I said. Make the user have to exercise in order to smoke. So it needs to be built into, you know, the case itself, not having a hose or some other mechanism to deliver. Oh my god, I am so scared to click that picture. Let's see it. Oh, I thought you found a keyboard that doubles as a vape machine. So let's see what is this that you found. Oh, I see what it is. And is it made of the real thing? Look at that. Now I understood. There is a missed opportunity there. It should read, break the glass in case of emergency, right? Made by WMK. Oh my god. It's getting worse. Weed MK. Weed board. All right. Let's start putting the other switches. Over a Superman themed keyboard. Who said that, by the way? I forgot. It really reminds me of the Superman colors, indeed. Prime Caps made them, but obviously couldn't ship them out of Canada. Yeah. I would understand that. You do the same? Yeah. It's better to align the plate, right? So that's how I learned to do it. I learned it. I was saying that I do this. I learned this with Anthony from 001 Keyboards, and have been doing it ever since. Yeah, you receive one of those here and go to the paid vacation for 10 years. Yes. All expenses paid. No tours included though. All right. Okay, no, this one is not good. It reminds me of tightening bolts on a cylinder head. You want to spread them out. Yes. I watched those videos of people that mess with cars and mess with machines or recover machines and restore them. And I may be wrong, but I think it's called the criss-cross pattern or something like that. Is that right? Criss-cross pattern or something like that. Not sure if I got the name right. I watched this YouTube video of this guy that does a lot of reviews of stuff related to engines called the Project Farm. I don't know if you guys are aware of that channel. Really good channel. One of my go-to channels when I'm bored. Hey, Omega Leos, how are you? Welcome. I watch the channel sometimes, yeah. Really good stuff, right? Yes. What was the last one that I saw? He tried Monster energy drink. I think this was the last one. Funny one. But my favorite channel, like when this guy releases a video, I go running to watch it, is my mate Vince. PLA cylinder heads. I didn't see that one. I don't think. Do you guys know my mate Vince? I really like that channel. It's my favorite YouTube channel. Never heard of it. So this, my mate Vince, is a guy from UK. Is this keyboard layout possible on any known PCB? I'll check that out in 1 second. So this guy is from England and he fixes things that he doesn't understand. Like he not that he doesn't understand, but oh yes, this let me just see. I think this PCB that I'm holding right now allows this. I don't know about the 1U and 125 here. I know if you do the other way around, it does support that. But I'm thinking that I'm almost sure. So if you go to the, let's go to the DZ60 here real quick. DZ60 KBD fans. They have a picture here with all the supported layouts. Let's take a look. You cannot help me. So let me check. So it looks like you can do the 1U and 125U, if I'm reading this correctly. Yeah, they are the worst. Let's see now about the, so you want 1U and 125U. No, you cannot do 1U, 125U. at all. No. So it doesn't support it fully. Yeah, I think most of the trouble you have will be on the bottom row. Yeah, I think that will not support it. Did I finish it here? I think I did. Let's see. Yeah, I was just checking if everything was flush. Yep. Very good. Let's move on. So now we're going to put all the remaining switches in, except the ones that are on the bottom row or the ones that we don't know or need alignments. Would probably struggle with, yeah, keycap compatibility. It would also be an issue. May I ask why you want that particular layout, Ozer? What is the reasoning behind it? Would it be expensive to make just one like that? To be honest, doing the PCB itself is super cheap, and we're talking about maybe $5 cheap. The problem is the project itself. So for exotic layouts, what you want to do is hand wire. Have you heard about hand wiring before? You could like create the case, have the plate, and then just do the hand wiring. Yeah, let me show you what hand wiring is. This is not the best guide, but it will give you an idea. So basically you do the matrix for the keyboard yourself, and you use a controller board like an Arduino or things like that. So this is one of the guides, which is a little bit, but it gives you all that you need to know how to do a hand wiring. So you don't even need a PCB if you're going down that path. So the end result is something like I showed you, like this. So this is with the rows finished, and then he's gonna probably start the columns. Yeah, I have a couple of hand wires myself. No problem, Ozer. Yeah, that is what you do when you don't want to build a PCB for a one-off. I mean, you could if you knew how to do a PCB, but it's not simple. As a matter of fact, I don't know if you know this, but here I go with my ad for myself again. I am doing a series where I am teaching with a guy that does that, how to do a PCB. So if you go here on my channel again, you will see that we have PCB design from scratch. So we just finished episode 3, and yeah, exactly, shameless plug. So we're gonna have episode 4 probably next week. So we have episode 1, episode 2, and episode 3. And that's a good resource to understand what you need to do to create a PCB from scratch, as the name suggests. So Gondo is traveling. He's in Italy right now. As soon as he gets back, that's when we're gonna have the next episode. Just waiting on his return. Giving him some time to recover from jet lag. I wanted to do while he was there. No, I'm kidding. I'll give the guy some time to rest. But the guy is relentless. Like he's there, but he's doing the PCB for the elongate, the next release for that. I'm telling you, he is relentless. Actually found you by searching for PCB guides and watching your PCB creator video. Oh, okay. The PCB generator. Yes, and the main problem with the PCB generator right now is that the result is still not a valid PCB. I was gonna say CPU, not sure why, but we'll get there. As soon as I finish the series, I will have a better understanding of what's wrong with the PCB generator, which is a lot, and then I'll start to having a better vision of the next version that is supposed to have to generate something that is much closer to a final PCB. I think the main benefit that you would get from the PCB generator is the layout being auto done for you, but Gondo is teaching me to do that so fast now that I don't know if that's as good of a benefit as I thought. We'll see. It's something I still want to invest some time on because I think it's worth it. And I hate to do things that are too repetitive. Every time I need to do something that is too repetitive, I end up, writing code for that. A PC generator would be amazing. You're already blessed to have KLA. Yes, we are already blessed. Absolutely. Do you know I have been using more the AE03 plate generator more than the Swilly keyboard one lately. Do you know that one? AI03 one. I'll show you that in a second. So I do see maybe one of the switches are too high here. Ozer Jessup, what? Thank you so much, man, for the tier 1 subscription, Ozer. I really appreciate that, man. Thank you. Thank you for the support. I think I just found the one that is a little bit off. Latest news from NK. Razor is better than Mercury Rocketeer. Man, I'm telling you, I almost joined that GB. But then I saw that super low profile front. And then I said, nope, not joining it. Okay, I think we're good here. Let me see this roll. Maybe this one is a little bit off. Okay, I think we're good. Let me start soldering the second legs and then we'll be ready. Oh, we will not because I didn't do the bottom row, right? We do that right now. So all the switches to the right. Let's check the right hand side, which probably will be the same thing. I think all the switches. No, that's wrong. Yes. I think I am right. All three to the left. Is this one not going in? What kind of mount is this? So this is called the top mount, because basically the plate, it is screwed to the top of the case. So that's what it's called, top mount. By the way, guys, I have a strapple pole running for the Keyset to use. Check that out if you haven't already, and cast your votes. While I finish this. I'm not gonna show it right now, but probably guys already know, but I think we have a clear winner so far. I'm gonna show you, so you guys, if you don't want that one to be the winner, you can fight back. Man, why can't I? Yeah, so yeah, GMK Striker with 6 votes, Tokyo Knights with 3 votes, and GMK Minimal with 1 vote. So we do have a trend. And my Germini is going to be jealous because that's where my GMK Striker is right now. Remove Necro from the other board. Yeah, and we're gonna have the USA combo with my red Lumina and the blue and the blue Aquaria. We should do a meme where all the builds that I do, they all end up with GMK Necro. What do you guys think? No matter what. The Keyset is always GMK Necro. Necro all the things, exactly. All right, so I think all the switches, did I solder the shift? I did. All right, let's finish this up real quick so we can start taking a look at how it looks assembled. The only legal and acceptable necrophilia, yeah. And that Keyset had all sorts of issues. I don't know if you're aware of that, Tokyo. The colors mismatched the renders by a lot. So that's why it became kind of a meme by itself. Okay, all right, Luke. Thank you, man. You have a good night. We will miss the puns. I might part, but the puns will live on. The puns will outlive you. That's for sure. Oh my god, Rocketeer has 4 USB ports on PCB. Do you mean it acts as a hub? Words can die. Yes. Words will never die. All right. Don't think so. 2 of them are inside the case and you can't use them. What? Why then? Why would you have that? So awkward. Let's see. I'll have to watch that VOD later. That's why you always check if you have all the solders right. And the way I do it, I always look for the switch little circle, and then I see if I have 2 solders around it. So that's how I figure out if I forgot any of them. Just a little tip for you guys. If you don't have a method of doing it, I always go for the switch circle things, circle butts, and then I see if I have 2 solder around them. But my hopes are I don't think so too. Okay, and RoPro stuck in transit since over 3 weeks. Ooh, welcome to the way we get our things here in Brazil, Tokyo. I don't wish that to anybody. All right, let's start assembling the case, shall we? Here we go. Will this fit? Yes, it will. Nice. So do you even know where the RoPro is right now? My hopes that burning can. Mr. Gibbs, you use a US proxy for shipping, right? Yes, I do. I use a proxy that is on, actually in Utah. Why you ask? And I've been calling you Tokyo the whole night and you don't correct me. And I just realized it is Tokyo. Sorry about that, man. But yes, I do. Just curious if that makes it easier to import so much keyboard gear. Yes. The main thing is if you send it straight from the vendor, you have a big issue because they declare at full price and you're probably going to get taxed. The main thing with the proxy is that you get to declare the amount that you want. And also you get to send it using USPS first class, which is a lot better for importing stuff. Better than priority or DHL, for instance, is impossible. DHL, Brazil has a thing that if you import with a courier, you paid around 250% of the price of whatever it is that you're importing. So it is crazy. The importing tax here is kind of ridiculous. It's a common of a mistake that I don't mind it. Wow, that's good to know. Yeah. I don't know why, man, but Brazil is so fucked up in that regard. So yeah, if you ever send anything to a Brazilian, I recommend you use first class and declare it under $50, like 40 something. It is. I try not to think a lot about it. That's all. No, man, I don't think there is a country, to be honest, that is worse than Brazil. I really don't think. I think Brazil is the worst of the world. I only use first class, but through Shopify I have to declare the actual. Oh, I see. And that's fair. That's why we use proxies, right? Just moved to Russia. Is it easy to import stuff in Russia? So let me just move this aside so we can take a good look at the board without the caps. And I must say, Oscar did a great job with this board. It looks really good. Don't you guys think? I was really impressed by the blue, and anything that 500 a month is not taxed. I wish, man. 500 is the allowance you get if you go physically to the US on the return. You can bring up to $500 in merchandise. I'm telling you, it's brutal. So, as you guys already know, probably. No, get out of there. GMK Striker by a large margin, 7-3 actually. Let me just grab the rest of the keycaps because we're gonna definitely use it. Where is Striker? Well, if you physically bring something to Russia, you really can't bring a lot too. Except for Pepsi. What is that supposed to mean? Is that a joke I didn't get? So we're going to transfer the caps from my Germany to this board. Let me just make sure that my hands are clean. All right, let's start transferring everything that we have in common among the two boards. And I think it's a good match in colors. What do you guys think? You want to bring something like vine or hamon or parm, some cool food you can't buy here anymore. You can buy that stuff there? Yeah, at least even though it is expensive to import, we still do import a lot of that shit. And I agree, Mountain. I think it's really a perfect match. Oh yeah, the counter sanctions. I know about that. Man, I used to be exactly like you, Mountain Blocks. I only would buy like gray, maybe silver ones, and maybe black ones. But now that I have a good number of keyboards, all I want is the different colors. So I started only buying different colors when I can. Unique stuff that I don't have yet. Pepsi had exclusive deal for a Soviet market in the Cold War. They exchanged Pepsi for vodka. At one time even exchanged Pepsi for Soviet Navy ships, which made Pepsi have the 6th. Oh my God. I'm not gonna ask how you know that. I'm afraid to ask. You could buy Pepsi back in the day. Stolichnaya vodka became popular in the US due to the Pepsi deal. Oh, that's interesting. So that's kind of common knowledge. Very, very interesting. Hey, look who's here. Talisman is here. How are you? Good evening. How have you been, man? Question for you. Did you get your Shoko already? Are you ready to tease me with that? It's a popular trivia fact for the Cold War. I see. Stolichnaya means capitals. Oh, interesting. I did get my Shoko and Taro for Nathan Kin. I always say Nathan Kin, and I end up writing Nathan Kin as well. Sorry about that, Nathan. Nice, nice. With that said, which sets are you guys looking forward to? I'm really looking forward to GMK Metropolis that should be shipping in November. So I'm really excited about that one. And the set I want to buy the most, I said that, is GMK Hugo. Really want to get that set. Oh, so that's a insta buy for me once they open the GB. This out is a little twisted, isn't it? Or is it? I don't know. It looks like it is. Hugo and Ursa, yes. Ursa is amazing as well. Stocktilios versus, hey, Pikazoa. I think that's how you pronounce it. Sorry if I butchered it. Stocktilios versus Lube Ink Packs. You could ask me even stock versus stock. I still prefer inks. I don't know. I don't love Tilios. And after the last set of Tilios V2s that I bought, they came really scratchy. About 40% of them are terribly scratchy. Is this assembly a Rocketeer? Yeah. Actually, most of the people here are watching myself and Nathan at the same time, so they keep telling me what he's doing right now. So I am fully aware that about the discoveries that he made, about the amount of USB connectors that the USB has and whatnot. It sounds terrible on top of that. Okay. And you would think I almost got one. Though, as I was saying, what really put me off was that extremely low profile on the front. I can't resist. I like the style of the keyboard, but it's a piece of ass. Yes. Is the cat still alive? It looks cool, but it's definitely not designed for acoustics. Yeah, which is a bummer. All right, so I think we will need... Yeah, let's get it over with. We all know that I will end up putting this here because I just love Rama caps. Can't have enough of them. Let me just quickly take those out so we can start putting the other keys on. And I'll have to find another set for my loved Germini. I think I'll put the grayscale back here. I used to love the way it sounded with the PBT grayscale. So that's probably what I'm putting here afterwards. It's a cat. It does what normal cat does, sleep. Oh, that's a good idea. White cat set. I will try that. That's Panda and the best ideas ever. Thank you. I will definitely do that. Okay, let's see if we can find what we're looking for. But I still... Terrible joke. Dog have owners, cat have slaves. Yeah, I am much more of a dog person myself. Yes, cat is really nice. And I have a second bee. Look at that. I really like cat. It is very nice. Feels very nice. Oh, and I have a hyper one U. I'll check if I have two. Maybe we'll play with that. Tab. Caps lock. Heavy code. Another tab. Another code. It looks like there isn't another hyper. I would love to have 2 hypers. I have back as well. Raise. Do they have the FN key here? I don't think so. No. I had end. That looks so nice. The white legends pop. They do. Can't be allergic to keyboards either. I saw that you tried DSS and liked it very much. You're the first prominent keyboard guy that had good things to say. I really liked DSS. I like the texture. I know most people hate it, but I really like it. But again, I tend to like stuff. But again, I hate SA. So maybe that's a good starting point. Okay, so now we delete. We need the... Where is the backspace? Backspace. Yeah, too bad we don't have a second hyper. I would like to have hyper here. Would be interesting. Just making sure that we do not have it. Now we have 1 and 1 only. All right. I use DSS Doge on my workbench and I really enjoy it. Hyper. Yeah, I really like it as well. I don't know where the criticism comes from. Honestly, I like it. Genuinely like it. Let's see, China keycaps added to their story. Let's see if we have any new things here. No. All right. Check this out, guys. So this is Lumina with GMK Striker. I think it's pretty nice. Let's take a second look here. It is really heavy, by the way. So there we have it. That will never likely happen, but Heine is running DCS Alpha's white and black. Yes, I did get Yuri. Hey, zombie, yes, look at this. Oof. So pretty. I think GMK Striker has a definitive new house. And you know what I wanted to do, I forgot to do, is have those two like a nice contrast of the all blue versus the all red. Isn't that kind of nice? Take out this toothpicker here, ruining the scene. How cool is this? Both Zambumon's kits. Spain versus Japan. There you go. That's pretty cool. All right. I know what you guys want to, what you guys are looking forward to. I am as well, which is the typing test, right? Here we go. Let me prepare. $111. Wait, what? I'm waiting, hands up. You can type on keyboards? I don't use them for that, but I heard you can. Let's see. Okay, here you go, guys. You guys ready? All right. We have kind of a problem. Let me show you. We have kind of a big problem, to be honest. Zoom in. Let me show you what the problem that we have, that I will have to probably, oh, hold on, let me turn it to capture. Hey, JR, SVT, how are you? So let me show you what the problem we have. Look at this. Every time I press space, there is another key that is actuating, which is the 6. I don't understand it. It's the devil. I think so. Oh, and look. And I think it's because the switches are touching the bottom of the housing. I'm almost sure. Oh no, but when I press 6, I also press space. So space and 6 are the same thing. God. Look, 8 is also triggering space. So I don't know what can be causing this, but let's open it and see if we see something. I'm gonna take the back off and then we'll see if it still happens with the back off. Super weird, but if we must, we can add some kind of protection to the bottom. Just bump the fan up because I'm really hot in here. We can put this music back on. Why is 6 afraid of 7 and keeps the space? I know, right? Because 7, 8, 9. I didn't get it. Am I stupid for not getting it? I know I'm stupid. Maybe I'm not stupid for that. Oh, because 7, 8, 9. Oh my God, I get it now. Yeah, you see, Panda? Too normal, right? Let's first, oof. I really noticed that there is little clearance from the bottom of the PCB to the, oh, and another thing I didn't screw those 2 screws all the way. So what can be happening is that it's flexing and touching the bottom. I'm almost sure that that's the case. We'll figure it out. Let's see now if we press it 6. You see? 6 doesn't type space and space doesn't type 6. So now I am pretty sure that the problem is indeed what I just said. So let me grab some drawer liner and we're gonna cut it to fit here. Hold on. It's really, really, really tight. I'm telling you. The weirdest thing just happened as well. I turned off my iron and my monitor went black for a second. Not sure what happened. If you don't make enough connection, yeah. I mean, this was a one-off, so we can understand. So let's see. Is that 2-box liner? Yes, it is. I use it for things like this. It is exactly what it is. Let me get some scissors. Some scissors salad. Oh, stupid joke. I need to make sure that I do this on camera so you guys see what I'm doing. I have a Caesar. Yeah, and this is gonna be squished, so we're gonna have 0 flex on the PCB. I'm thinking of going a different path, maybe. I'm thinking about, okay, let's see how it sounds with this, with 0 flex and whatnot, and then if it sounds like terrible, we can do something else. But let's try it first. Yeah, I don't think so because it was touching the bottom. Yeah, that's a good thought. I blame Teslatron. This screw is really hard. There we go. But at least I can say that this time, Panda, it wasn't my fault. Can brag about it. hard for me to catch the streams, but we're really enjoying the VODs. Oh, that's great to hear, Experms. I will never forget your your nickname. I remember you from the raid. Glad you're here, man. Glad you're being able to catch it at least the last minutes of this. We are almost done. And I am glad you like the VODs. The legacy of my Xbox username. I think it's a fun one. Funny one, I want to say. All right, take two. Are you guys ready? Jesus, I'm struggling with the E. There we go. Oh, we don't need the capture. Let me focus on this. Give you guys a little more zoom. We can turn the music off and let's see. Here we go. All right. What do you guys think? I think, you know, given that we have almost no flex, I think it really sounds kind of decent. Just to show you that we have indeed fixed the problem. 6 works independently and also Spacebar works independently. I really think it sounds good given that, you know, we have this little constraint. So I'm pretty happy with it. So yeah, I think that's what we have for today. Anything else you guys want to see before I let you guys go? I will give you guys a couple of minutes while I put things back where they belong. So if you guys have any questions or anything, this is the time. What's the benefit of inversing the spacebar? It is a thing that I learned a couple of years ago and I got used to it. But basically, suppose since you press this key with your thumb and your thumb is on the inverse position of your fingers when touching the spacebar, it's a more natural thing instead of having this huge, I don't know how to say, but this huge angle here that is always against your finger. This is more natural. And some people like myself also like the way it looks, but it's mostly for the feeling. If you have a keyboard and you're used to type it with the regular spacebar, turn it around and see if you feel the difference. When I first tried it, I went like, oh, that's really cool. So it feels better, right? Yeah, that's what it's supposed to be. I know a lot of people that think this is kind of a heresy or something to do that. I just like it very, very much. I really like it. And man, I really hope that my new stabs come fast because Cherry is becoming so bad. Like you guys saw the noise that this thing had at the beginning, right? The shift. That was terrible, like really terrible. And another thing that I liked about this board is it's been very, very long since I last built something with the regular 60%. Not that this is regular, right? But with the standard, with no blockers, if you will. So the steps that I have here are EPBT, but I ordered a huge lot of Durox from Taobao. Yeah, I think the new ones are terrible. I know they are redoing it. I heard, I don't remember who told me, but they are redoing it again. They are not, are they Everglides? Yes, they are Everglides. The Durox are a different thing, and it's Durock where rock is as the stone rock. But yes, the ones that I order are Everglides. Panda always saving my ass. Because Durock indeed has a store in Alibaba that is also selling them, and we might get some from them as well. My Discord is doing a mini group buy for Brazil, so I might get that as well. Durock, yes. Durex makes no steps. Funny thing, right? In US, Durex is the condoms, right? And in Brazil, Durex is a synonym for tape. Because a long time ago, the only tape you would find was made by Durex. So they are synonymous. Yeah, I think all over the world, except in Brazil. If you say Durex here, we even say Durex, like this. It's the synonym for tape. Like you would go like in a how do you say it? Like I don't know, Office Max or whatever it is. The similar here in Brazil. And if you order a Durex, they will give you tape. Well, what is that? We should see. Yes, and this is exactly what I got. And if you guys give me a second, I will show you my order. It's my keyboard is not connected. I ordered a bunch. I ordered a couple of kits that come with 6.25 and 7. And on top of that, I also ordered 25 7U wires. And I didn't know that, but I ordered 40 of each color of housings as well. If you go to a pharmacy in Brazil and ask for tape, do they give you condoms? I never tried that, Talisman. But now I will, and I'll make sure that I stream that. They are a lot cheaper in Taobao, though, yeah. I did get, before knowing about the Taobao, I did get, I think, 5 kits from KP Republic. But they are, I think those are going to take longer to arrive. So let me show you this. Hopefully I don't disclose my address again. So I bought, can you see here? I bought, I think it's easier if we go to the photos. So I bought 4 kits that come with, let me see if I can see this image larger. So this is the first order that I did, I think, where I ordered 4 of those. Then, hold on. Then 4 of these. Yeah, so the 4 of those pink. So that's the transparent, the first one. These are the pink ones, I think. Yes, the pink. And then I ordered 4 more of the black, which is the same kind of, they look like the inks, the black inks. And I ordered 25 7U wires. But the thing I also didn't know is that they come with the kits. So I have 25 7 wires and 25 kits of 625 and I think 3 or 4 2Us. And on top of that, I had already ordered... How many here? Let me see. 5 of the 7 new wires. 10 of the kits. So I will have stabs until the rest of the times. Not even kidding. Yes, and Taobao and Superbuy acts as a proxy for Taobao. It's the best place to use to buy stuff from Taobao. You just go to Superbuy, paste the URL there, and they will make the purchase in your behalf. Really, really cool website. And they have the best packaging. If you look at some of my unboxings, I constantly have things from them. And it's usually like really well packed. Or packed. Yes, and I think that's the major thing, the fake clothes that they buy from there. Absolutely. I got my CRP R2 caps from Superbuy. Mine came from there as well. I did the unboxing, I think it's on VOD. And I'm thinking about using that for my Orion V3 build, which is probably the next one. I just need to find time to lube the side on the switches and then lube them. Did you get the little Artisan? I did. Let me show you. I was playing with my Artisans today. Let me show you this. And those are the bad ones, right? Except for this one. These are like the lame ones. All the other ones are on boards. But I got those 2 Artisans for the CRPR2. So they are super cute. Did you get them, all Hex? I really like this one. Oh, you got one free. Really? I bought all the kits, I think, and I didn't get one free. At least I didn't notice. Maybe I missed it. Yes, it is the grilled cheese from Charm Caps. I used to keep it on my elephant when I had Serica there. This was my escape. Not my escape, but the first key on my macro column. It is. I love this cap. I think it's so cool. I like it. And this is one that I never used. I don't know why I bought this one. It is like, let me show you here. This is from Jelly Caps, I think. Jelly, it's probably written somewhere. Jelly Keys, I think. So this is... Let me move it a little bit closer. So yeah, you can see it's like the moon, and it's kind of 3D. So the flag is a little above everything else. But I never found a place where it would look good. Hey, Tarojang. I'm sitting in their Discord right now. Which Discord? Oh, you ordered a 2U koi? They lost my order as well. Who did? Jelly Keys? Oh, 1UP. Okay. Yeah. I don't know. I did order stuff from 1UP before, and to be honest, they were super fast. And all that I got from them was Zelios one time, maybe 2 times, and I ordered what's the name of that replacement boards for HHKB and for the Leopold? Hasu controllers from them. All right, Talisma, you have a good night, and I'll take that as a cue, and I think I'm going to go have something to eat myself. Guys, again, really appreciated you guys being here. Really appreciate you joining me for the build. And again, I'm gonna do some unboxing around the same time, Thursday. We're gonna unbox and review the Leviathan SA kit and the 2048 PBT keycaps. Thanks everybody, and I hope to see you guys here on Thursday. Hey, Philo PFN, welcome, and make sure you join us on Thursday at an earlier time if you can. And all right, guys. Thanks, Experms. Thanks, everybody. You guys have a good night, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.